Should I start an LLC for flipping houses? I don't know. Depends on how much risk and exposure you want by not having one. So we're going to get into what is an LLC and why you need one as an investor. We're going to go through the steps on getting an LLC. And at the end, we have a special free gift for you. You're not going to want to miss. You're going to want to take advantage of this one. So what is an LLC? An LLC is a business structure or entity that is a limited liability that most investors put their assets or their houses in to shelter them and their other assets. This makes technically you as an individual harder to get to if there is a lawsuit. If there is a lawsuit, they would go after just that entity. Oftentimes when people flip properties, they'll open up an LLC or start it, and then once that property's flipped, they'll take that LLC and get rid of it. They use that entity, that one LLC, just for that one flip or maybe just a couple flips. What happens is they end up limiting their risk overall by having multiple LLCs. Let's take, for example, if you had 10 properties under one LLC and something happened on a property, technically all 10 of those properties are now at risk, versus if they were all in their own LLCs, they can't necessarily come after all of those different assets because they're all protected differently under their own structure. Inside the LLC, you'll also have your working agreement, your partnership, all those structures as well. So you could identify who is the manager, who is the manager member, is it member managed? These are different things that you'll want to discuss if you do have partners, or if it's a single member LLC, you could do that as well. Along with having an LLC, one other thing that you're going to want to make sure that you have in place is good insurance. Regardless, you want to have as many things to protect you and your assets as possible. A few years ago, I was involved with that lawsuit, and I had a property in an LLC where they were trying to get to other LLCs but couldn't because of the way that we had it structured. You just want to make sure that you're protecting and doing all the right things ahead of time versus when it's all said and done, trying to go back and fix it after. Put your properties in an LLC, protect yourself, and get good insurance. So it's a good idea, if not a great idea, for you to have your properties in an LLC. You can talk to a tax advisor or a real estate attorney to help you with these. I'm not at any of those things. So before implementing any of these things, I recommend that you talk to a legal professional that can help you. And that's going to come in handy if you pay attention and follow me till the end of this video. I have a special gift for you. The reason why a LLC is great, because you are a corporation now, you're entitled to a lot more tax write-offs than you are as an individual. It's another reason why you want to form an LLC and make sure that everything's set in place correctly. So you want to make sure that you have these things set up. Again, you're going to want to talk to your attorney or an attorney about this, or a legal professional that does this for a living. I'm just sharing my stories and what I know, and being able to take advantage of all the tax codes and all the benefits that you're entitled to as a corporation, you're just not entitled to as an individual. So look into these things. Make sure you're set up right. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the opportunities you have in the tax laws, but also protecting yourself and your assets, because hey, you're doing this for you and your family. You don't want to give it all away. Before we get to the 6 steps in setting up your LLC, hit the subscribe button below. So the 6 basic steps in setting up an LLC. 1, you need to select a state. This doesn't necessarily have to be the state that you're actually purchasing real estate in. You have to pick a name for your LLC. You could have a main LLC that you want to have a cool name for, and then maybe just each property that you have, maybe it's just in the property address. Totally up to you on how you want to structure that. Again, you may want as your main entity, and as far as a structure, bigger structure goes, again, you probably want to talk to a tax attorney or your accountant. So after you've picked your really cool name, then you'll want to pick a registered agent. Oftentimes, people pick the attorney or law firm that they use to set up their LLC as their registered agent. Really all this is where your certified mail goes. You'll then want to file your articles of organization, and that's going to have you and any other people that are members of the LLC on it. And then you're going to create your operating agreement. This is more of the layout of how the LLC works inside. Who's responsible for what? Again, is it manager membered or member managed? These are things that you're going to work out those details with your partners at this point. Lastly, you're going to get an EIN. This is your tax ID number. It's kind of like your social security number, but it's like a social security number for your business. It's ultimately how the IRS tracks you and your business. So with this entity, once you have it, your EIN, all your paperwork, you and your business partners can go in and set up or open up a bank account. This bank account, it's important that you don't commingle funds. If you commingle funds between your personal and business or other entities, basically you put that LLC in jeopardy to be pierced and all that hard work down the drain. Make sure that you stay strict in the way that you run your LLC. Again, you're going to want to talk to a professional when setting up all of this to protect you and figure out what is the right structure that you need for your business, for your assets, and for your family. What we've done is we've put together a free offer. This is a consultation with one of the top LLC or asset protection companies out there today. If you click on the link below and register, we'll make sure that you get in contact with them.